What's up everybody, I'm Dapper Jeff, your gamer chef, and today, in honor of Pokemon Go and Team Go Rocket with their heinous shadow Pokemon, I'm going to show you guys 3 delicious parfaits that are super easy to make, only 211 calories each, and they'll purify even the darkest Pokemon that lives within your heart. So come with me to my kitchen, and let's get to it. Alright guys, so the first fantastic purifying Pokemon parfait we're going to use, note that wonderful alliteration, is going to be a peanut butter chocolate. And I know what you're thinking, Dapper Jeff, how in the devil is this healthy? But it is. Only 211 calories, minimal sugar. So you're going to take a spoon, dip it in there, grab your 1 cup measuring cup, and you're just going to want to, fill in your yogurt until you get about a cup. We're going to take our cup of yogurt and our parfait glass jar receptacle. There we go. All right, so we're going to try to scoop or spoon our 1 cup of yogurt right into our parfait receptacle, trying really carefully not to make a big old mess. I'm really good at that last part. Not making the mess, but making the mess. So now that we've gotten our yogurt in the jar, see it's in there, right in there. Not over there, but in there. I'm going to add 1 teaspoon of honey. And for this, you're going to want a spoon. Just going to scoop the honey out. And you're just going to layer it or drizzle it on top. Layer, drizzle, whatever you'd like. After the honey, you're going to want to take your teaspoon of peanut butter. I'm using Creamy Smooth. And just spoon it right there on top. Last but not least, we have our teaspoon of cocoa powder. I'm using the regular cocoa powder, not dark, unsweetened, because, like I said, we don't need all that sugar in our lives. And there we go. Like I said, just mix everything on top. And then before you eat this, you take your spoon, you dip it in, and you just mix it all together. We're going to mix this up before we set it in our fridge, and we're going to eat this in a little bit, because this, now that I'm mixing it, looks absolutely fantastic. It's enough to purify your shadow Pokemon. Alright guys, I'll see you in just a minute for the next parfait. Alright guys, next up we're going to do a fantastic apple pie parfait. Alright, so you're going to want 1 cup of your Greek yogurt. So we've got our yogurt happily nestled and kind of mooshed down to encompass and fill up our parfait glass here. For this one, you're going to want a couple things. You have a 1/4 cup of chopped apple. Now, you can use whatever apple you like best. I'm using a Honeycrisp apple, that way we get a little extra sweetness in there, because the yogurt is sugar-free, or no added sugar. Basically, all the components I'm putting in are sugar-free, or no added sugar. I have a 1/2 teaspoon of cinnamon, which I'm just going to sprinkle over the top. Like so. I have a 1/2 teaspoon of maple syrup, and guys, grab like B-grade maple syrup. Don't just use the, like the pancake syrup in the cabinet, because that's pretty much corn syrup, and no. You want good maple syrup. Go to Vermont, or Canada. Either or. Last but certainly not least, for our apple pie parfait, we want 1 tablespoon of chopped pecans. Or pecans, depending on, where you're from and how you pronounce it. Look at that. Tell me that this does not look fantastic. I'm going to set this guy in the fridge with its buddy, and we're going to get ready to prep up that last parfait for you. Alright guys, for our 3rd and final parfait, we're going to need 1 more cup of this fantastic yogurt. And for this one, I figure I'm going to grab a bowl and mix it up before I put it in our fancy little parfait glass. That way it looks nicer. So I got my bowl. Got my cup of yogurt. Come on, get out of there. Get out of there. And this one is super easy. It is just a fantastic mixed berry parfait. So, you got your yogurt. We're going to take 2 tablespoons of low sugar granola. Just sprinkle that in. And then we're going to take a 1/4 cup of frozen mixed berries. And I know what a lot of you are thinking. You're like, Dapper Jeff, what about fresh berries? Yes, fresh berries could work really well for this too, But one of the perks of using the frozen berries is if you're mixing this and you're gonna throw it in like a lunch, then throughout the day up until lunchtime, your berries are gonna warm up just a little bit, they'll thaw out just a little, and that'll release some awesome berry juice into your yogurt, and that's a little extra sweetness, courtesy of Dapper Jeff and his frozen berries. All right, so we're gonna do just that little bit of mixing. Looks good, so we're gonna grab our Parfait glass, dish it up, and I'll see you guys in just a second. All right, everybody, that's how you make a fantastic Pokemon Go themed parfait to cleanse the shadow Pokemon in your heart. I'm Dapper Jeff, your gamer chef. I'll catch you next week for a brand new episode of Well Fed. Right now, I'm gonna enjoy this, and I want you guys to kick back, relax, play some Pokemon Go, but most importantly, stay well fed. That's how I got into Juilliard, by making fantastic parfaits. Next time anyone ever asks, hey Dapper Jeff, where'd you go to school? I went to Juilliard.